hey, women, daughters, it's an hour for you to mourn. It's an hour for you to wail. It's an hour of intercession on behalf of what's happening. And so I feel like we're in that hour right now.
Now you have started something else, the Well Women Gathering. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the Women Well Gathering is like, it's on Instagram, and it started with 7 moms, and we would get together on Zoom calls every Tuesday. And because of COVID and everything that happened, we were planning to do a gathering, but didn't happen. So we ended up doing these phone calls on Tuesday where we just pray with one another, just hear from the Lord. And what happened was that there was 3 of the women that heard this trumpet from Lou Engle that went out in one of the Heaven Come conferences that Bethel has. And what he was saying was that he had a dream about Esther's arising and Deborah's and women, but specifically he had this dream of Esther's, and that had come around to read the book of Esther. And he knew that they were carrying a key to come against demonic strategies and principalities. And he had this vision of Lord of the Rings and Nazgul. Do you remember the girl? She's like a queen, a princess, and this Nazgul, which was like the spirit of death, was coming against her father. And she's like in armor as a man, and then she takes off her helmet and then unleashes her hair, and she's just like, I am no man, and just stabs him. And what the message really was that women are carrying something that comes against the gates of Hades in this hour that men cannot like overtake. And so we all heard this message. We're like stirred. I've heard it. I've ran with Lou. Lou Engle's a spiritual papa to me. And so we get Lou on a phone call, on the Zoom call, and he just starts catalyzing. This was the month of October. So he says, would you pray, and would you call women to pray and intercede for 30 days that would end in an Esther fast for our nation? So we were like, these 7, we were like, well, this really kind of just fell on our laps, and there's all these dreams and prophetic words, so let's do it. So we started doing this Women Well Gathering, and it's like these 30 days for 30 minutes, and just thousands of women started following. And it was just, it's like simple gospel. Like we would come in for like 15 minutes of just praise and worship, and then someone would come in for the next 15 minutes, and it was prayer with the word, just staying true to the word of the Lord, and staying true to the word, and just praying it out. But it's wild because God's just been speaking so much about, because I was 8 months, there's so much I want to say. Hold on, let me just gather my thoughts here. But I'm a woman, so there's just all these thoughts running, but let me gather my thoughts. So I was 8 months pregnant with Jeremiah, who I named Jeremiah. And the Lord really spoke to me and about Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah. And I remember, like, COVID hit. My baby was actually born during this global pandemic. And I remember reading Jeremiah, and I was reading Jeremiah 9, and I was reading Jeremiah, asking myself, like, man, where is the true prophetic voice? Like, where is the voice of the prophets? Like, where is it? And Jeremiah 9, I started to see, like, just a picture of what Jeremiah is asking of women in that hour. It's saying, like, death is creeping through your windows. It's coming in. And where are the wailing women? Where are the women that are actually mourning and wailing for what's happening? Like, which is such a Deborah moment, even like village life had ceased. And then it says village life had ceased. And then Deborah arose as mother. So everything was ceasing. Like, it was just chaotic. And she rose up, not as judge, because she was a judge, but she rose up as mother. Jeremiah is saying, hey, women, daughters, it's an hour for you to mourn. It's an hour for you to wail. It's an hour of intercession on behalf of what's happening. And so I feel like we're in that hour right now of calling women to, whether it be in their room, in the secret place. I'm a mom. I can't be on platforms all the time, or, but like in the place of your home, in the place of the secret, like you have the ability to move things. You have the ability, like God hears when you pray. And so just really trumpeting intercession, and it's prophetic intercession, because really being able to hear the word of the Lord, like Psalm 68 says, that he gave the word of the Lord, Psalm 68:11, and the women came and hosted the word of the Lord. So we're living in the hour right now, and I'm believing it because I'm seeing the hunger that's within women. So that's what we're doing, and we're believing that 2022, this is wild. We're believing 2022, a million women will come burning to DC, and we will make a stand of this nation belongs to God. And we're going to humble ourselves, and we're going to weep and wail and go low and stand and say, this nation belongs to God. America belongs to Jesus. It's Jesus's inheritance, and we got to do something now. We can't just stay where we are in our safety. Like we got to come out, and we got to risk, as a family even. So this is what's happening. It's just wild. And, getting caught up in the story of a simple yes. And that's what Women Well Gathering is.
Hey guys, Roxanne Grace here. Thank you guys so much for watching Dream's YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single conversation or new music from Dream. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like and notification buttons and share this video with a friend who needs to hear it. Oh, and don't forget, you can subscribe and listen to the conversation anywhere podcasts are available. Thanks for watching.